Okay, so my name is Mason Venters. This is my presentation for the analysis of print advertising. It's for the brand management class. And what we were supposed to do is we were given a magazine and pick out the best and worst advertisements that were in there. And as I was looking through it, there are many examples of both that I kind of found. I didn't find any, kind of in the middle. I either viewed them as really good or really bad. And kind of my basis for this was by looking at the advertising, seeing that visual image. Did that make me want it more and want to, continue to look at it, or did I just want to flip the page? And I just wasn't interested in it. So my best example that I pulled out was for the new Bosch kitchen. Try to get that up so you can see it. And if you need to pause the video, that's fine. But with this image, you kind of get, I'll kind of hold it up a little bit longer. But with this, you really see and imagine yourself kind of in the kitchen. You really use your usage imagery with this one. And I really liked it because it was very simple, straight to the point. I don't know if you can read it, but it says at the top, "Simplicity is the new luxury." And then in the fine print down here, in bold, it says, "The 2014 Bosch kitchen, perfection in every detail." So it gave you the quality of the product immediately. It was really straight to the point, and it's very appealing. And I really like this just for that reason. I mean, you can see yourself in it. You kind of connect with it. You compare it to your kitchen, and you think, oh, well, it's about time to get a new kitchen, or how is this different? How many people could this impress versus what I have? I might invite more people over so that they can see my new kitchen. So this is what I thought. This is by far the best one, in my opinion, just because of the usage imagery that is in it. Now, to transition over to what I viewed as the worst one, at first I didn't even think about it. I just flipped the page. And it's about Citrix. And here it is. It's a man walking down the stairs. And in the bold kind of up here, it says, "We empower the original mobile device, you." So, first, it does give a really good image of that, of what their kind of goal is. But as a networking company, I really didn't see this being very effective in the actual magazine just by a picture. I think it would be much better off in a television commercial or something to that effect, to where they could actually explain it. Some kind of video. I mean, even right before a YouTube video, getting online and forcing the people to kind of watch it, like with a YouTube video, or if you're waiting between commercials, something like that. But in the smaller print, right kind of down in here, it reads, "Only Citrix unites mobility, visualization, and networking. So now your workforce can have secure, instant access to their apps and data on any device for a truly mobile workspace everywhere they go. After all, work isn't a place, it's what you do." And then invites you to their website. So with this, they do a good job with the advertising, and if you were, I guess, a little bit more familiar with the product, then you would maybe understand it a little bit more. But having absolutely no idea of the product and having to go back and research it, I just didn't feel like this was their best niche in the marketplace. I couldn't really imagine myself wanting to go out and buy this just because I saw this ad. I think it is effective, but I just don't feel like this is what or where they should be. I think that the biggest thing for Citrix is that they're targeting such a small they have such a small target market that, for bosses and owners of a workplace or something like that, somebody who has, the power to um, implement this new system and get everybody on board. I feel like that's so small that they would be much better off appealing to a little bit bigger workspace. Especially, I think YouTube videos might be, the ads before the YouTube videos. I think that might be the best, just because it gets the name out there. You kind of get, even if you skip the ad within 5 seconds, you've got a chance to kind of grab somebody's attention a little bit better with this networking thing. And I feel like they would be better off as a company to focus on the individuals in the company and try to get them to, I guess, to get them to kind of push this up the ladder and say, this is what we want, this would help us in this way. And I feel like that would be much more effective than to, start from the top down. I think the bottom up strategy would be much better for Citrix. But just kind of a comparison to show you both of them at the same time. With Bosch on the left, and granted they are different products too, but I feel like Bosch was much better off in this advertising through print advertising instead of Citrix, just simply because of the imagery. I think that, with Bosch, you're showing a product, you can give some details on it, but you really leave it up to the consumer to use their imagination. Whereas with Citrix, they kind of tell you what you can do with it, but you have a tough time imagining what they can do with the product. So, this is my conclusion, and thank you for watching.